So, willkommen zurück zu The Council Episode 2. Wir müssten jetzt in Kapitel 6 sein. Und ja, wir sind gerade im Gespräch, Duell, was auch immer mit Wollner. Wir haben nur eine Chance, das dürfen wir nicht verkacken.
I agree.
Did she tell you about our arrangement?
Ähm...
The cat's out of the bag now. More or less, but please do refresh my memory.
Yes, of course. Nothing of great importance in itself. During one of our discussions, she spoke of an old book which might have been of interest to me, and she had agreed to let me have it.
Die
book
lassen
about
wollte, ernsthaft.
Ancient occultism. As you are aware, I am a doctor of theology.
Aha.
You might have come across some old books.
Komm noch
in
zweimal
her belongings,
richtig,
perhaps?
richtig liegen.
The least one can say is that he doesn't beat around the bush. Sarah never travels without a few books. What does the one you're looking for look like exactly?
It resembles a grimoire. It's divided into 7 parts, each one individually locked. It was made in such a way that if someone tried to tamper with it, the sheets would be permanently tarnished. It's a unique copy. There's only one.
The mere mention of it makes his
Okay.
face light up. Well, I'll take a closer look, but I
Komm.
can't promise you anything. You seem
8
very
Sekunden
upset.
noch.
Is it so important to you, this book?
Well, it's the search of a lifetime. What can I say? Every time I move closer to it, it seems to slip away at the last minute. I was very surprised to learn that your mother had it in her possession. I thought it was with a certain von Borchet in Paris. Do you know him?
Ja, nein. Natürlich, Manipulation, nein. Lügen.
The name doesn't mean anything to me, I'm sorry to say.
He's an expert in occult objects and books, and your mother said she knew him. Are you sure his name doesn't ring a bell?
Let
Verdammt.
me think.
I shan't keep you, Monsieur de Richet.
All right then. Thank you.
I hope that your search will prove successful and bring Sarah back to us soon. I must go now.
Scheiß
See you later.
Dreck. Haben wir verkackt. Wollner. Ich traue dir nicht. Finde heraus, was Wollner. Finde mir Hinweise zur Nachricht der Mutter.
Great, honey.
Endlich. Endlich Le Royal.
There's a pattern with 5 circles on this chest.
5 Kreis. Schloss knacken. Schlüssel verwenden.
No space left. I'll retrieve it later.
Goldelixier. Nochmal Goldelixier. Scheißdreck. Ach, so viel Goldelixier brauchen wir nicht.
Hey, these look like pages taken from an ancient encyclopedia.
Enzyklopädie. Ach genau, wir müssen ja hier auch oben schauen. Erreichen.
Amber crystals.
Erreichen. Noch mehr da oben. Goldelixier. Ach so, da bleibt das übrig. Okay. Wenn wir es benutzen.
Chronicles of the Amber Princes. As I recall, Dorkin was my favorite character.
So, gucken unten. nichts. Da scheint auch nichts zu sein. Hier ist so. Gucken wir mal kurz im Lageplan. Ist das Napoleon da hinten? Ich glaube. Oder ist das der andere? Hm. Nichts da. Oh, er schaut ja aber freundlich. Was ist hier noch? Sammelmünze. Kack, dass wir die Konfrontation verschissen haben. Und laufen wir mal hier ein bisschen innen rum. So. Hier ist, glaube nichts Interessantes. Dann gucken wir nochmal zu Napoleon.
Monsieur Bonaparte, may I speak with you a moment?
May we?
Mary. Über die anstehende Konferenz reden. Ihn zum Alpen. Seine Meinung zu Godoy.
What do you think of Duke Godoy?
Well, I'd rather not express any opinion of him.
Why is that?
His reputation is enough for me.
Spricht er sich? Mehr erfahren. Er schert sich nicht um seinen Ruf. Sein Ruf eilt ihm voraus. Komm, wir versuchen mal.
I'm sure that a soldier
Ablenkung.
such as yourself is not interested in vulgar rumors.
Quite right. If only this cursed gossip didn't come to stain the uniform he has the audacity to wear.
Don't you find him worthy?
But how could he be, monsieur? He never sets foot on the battlefield, too occupied with charming the queen. Have you any idea of the number of titles that coward has won in just a few years?
No, not really.
10! And that Don Juan spends the best part of his time under the queen's skirts. The bugger must have some hidden talent, given all of the gifts she gives him.
I understand your point of view. What do you think of Duke Godoy?
Well, I'd rather not express any opinion of him.
Why is that?
His reputation is enough for me.
Mehr darüber erfahren.
Meaning,
This gentleman enjoys people talking about him for too many reasons. He's undeserved titles, more than 10 in just 4 years, and each one more prestigious than the one before.
you don't think he deserves them?
If I had seen him on the battlefield, there might be some doubt. But that is not the case. The Queen would rather not risk losing him, so she consoles him with awards and titles.
So you don't have a very positive opinion.
His coveting French Catalonia does not encourage me to have one.
I understand your point of view.
So, anstehende Konferenz. Komm.
Would you have any more information about the conference Lord Mortimer spoke of?
Nothing at all. Mortimer is very committed to secrecy when it comes to his conferences. But given the presence of Monsieur Peru and ourselves, I think it must concern France to some extent. Otherwise, I doubt he would have invited 3 Frenchmen to his table, huh?
Über den Albtraum befragen. Komm, nochmal
What do you
Godoy.
think of Duke Godoy?
Well, I'd rather not express any opinion of him.
Why is that?
His reputation is enough for me.
Gute Gelegenheit, ihn besser
You'll
kennenzulernen.
be able to check if the hearsay is true over these next few days.
I sincerely doubt that. The context does not allow me to give him my trust.
I understand your point of view. Does expression go beyond the nightmare mean anything to you at all?
Well, metaphorically, yes. It sums up the career of a soldier quite well. I doubt that is what you want to hear, though.
Indeed.
That's surely not what I'm looking for.
Well, monsieur, if you are looking for a phrase book, Lord Mortimer must surely have one, given the number of books he has. You ought to check in the library of the tower. You never know.
Gut. Hm.
Well,
Gehen.
I'll be leaving you now.
Danke.
Shall we meet up again later?
Wait, monsieur. Any news of your mother?
Unfortunately not, no.
I hope to speak with her about my deal before I leave. Let me know if you find her. À plus tard, monsieur.
Abruder. Was immer das bedeutet. Scheiße. Na gut. Ein paar Konzentrationspunkte haben wir noch. Hätte ich es mal beim...
Crucifixion of St. Peter. He was crucified upside down, out of humility. Surprising for an entrance hall.
Okay, hier kommt scheinbar nichts Neues bei denen.
What can I do for you, sir? I am at your service day and night, sir.
Ich hätte gern... Ich brauche Hilfe.
As I was unable to bring my personal effects with me, I was wondering if you could find me a few items.
Of course, sir. What would
Ich
you
habe
require?
Honig verloren. Kameliengeistbuch. Mist.
What's that book you're hiding in your jacket?
The Sorrows of Young Werther by Goethe, sir. And I am not hiding it.
Hand it to me, please.
It is damaged, sir. I would never dare lend sir a book in such a pitiful state, sir.
Gebt das
I
Buch
took it to
her.
restore.
Einschüchtern. Einschüchtern, einschüchtern, einschüchtern. Überzeugung, Manipulation. Mist. Die Punkte würde ich gerne behalten. Goldelixier. Kameliengeist.
A little Carmelite water would do me a lot of good. Could you find me some, please?
Oh, the tonics are under lock and key, sir. Lord Mortimer only allows access to them in cases of emergency.
Ah, Skandal. Zurück. Bernstein.
My good fellow, would you have any amber available?
I would, but unfortunately, I don't think I am authorized to give it out, sir. I believe it is a precious stone.
Ja, ich weiß, das will ich haben. Zurück. Goldelixier. Bernstein. Erzsternchen.
I still haven't quite recovered after that boat crossing. Would you happen to have any devil's thorn by any chance?
I am sorry, sir, but the devil's thorn may be just a plant, but it is also a powerful psychotropic drug that causes undesirable diuretic effects. I would advise against sir taking any.
Verdammt, ich krieg hier nichts kostenlos. Über die Gäste.
What can you tell me about the guests?
Do excuse me, sir, but I am bound by discretion to say nothing about Lord Mortimer's guests, sir. Perhaps sir would like to know something else?
Dreck zurück. Gut. Konnte ich hier hochgehen? Scheiße, ich kann hier hochgehen. Oh Gott. Das war wieder nur das. Okay, raus kann ich noch nicht. Okay, dann Washington. Auf den Albtraum. Seine Meinung nach Godoy fragen. Albtraum.
Go beyond the nightmare. Does this line remind you of anything in particular?
You've caught me unaware here, Louis. Let me think about it a second.
Ja, denk mal nach.
No, nothing comes to mind. Sorry, Louis, but I am unable to help you.
Seine Meinung zu Godoy.
Mr. President, what do you think about your counterpart, Duke Manuel?
I'm very surprised he was able to accept Lord Mortimer's invitation, given the political situation in Spain.
Politische Lage. Nur ein guter Grund. Politische Lage, frag
What do you
mal.
mean?
The situation is ready to explode with France over Catalonia.
Well, the Duke must have a darn good reason to be absent and come here, mustn't he?
When Lord Mortimer invites you, Louis, you come. It's always in your best interest.
I wouldn't say that personally, but...
Über die anstehende Konferenz reden.
Mr. President, can you tell me a little more about the coming conference?
Of course, Louis. That's why we're here. Lord Mortimer or Sir Gregory regularly organize meetings like this to put forward major projects.
What do you mean by major projects?
I'd prefer to let Lord Mortimer explain that to you, Louis. Let's say he brings together influential people in order to consider possible actions to undertake to guarantee the future of nations.
Do you know the theme of the conference?
Not in the slightest. None of the guests know the theme before arriving, but you'll see, everything will turn out fine. Don't worry.
Ach, Mist, na
Well,
gut.
Thank you for your time.
Don't mention it, my young friend.
So,
Regarding your question on the nightmare, don't hesitate to question the others about it.
ja,
Maybe one of them knows more than I do.
That's a good idea. Thank you once again. I'll see you in a little bit.
Mist. Gut, beenden wir erstmal die Folge hier. Ich sage Tschüss und Ciao, bis zum nächsten Mal bei The Council. Bliblablub, irgendwas, Episode 2 und so weiter. Tschüss, ciao.